Good day, legends. It's Sandy here with Wave CRM, and welcome to part 2 of the EDM segmentation video. If you have just arrived into this video and wondering what are we doing here, what is EDM segmentation and why it is important, I would urge you to check the intro video. I'll put the link down below in the description. But otherwise, if you are looking for the EDM segmentation from an audience point of view, so that's your member, your subscriber, one of them have just called you, hey man, how do I change my preferences to what I'm subscribed to? I urge you to check part 1 when I cover all of those items in great detail. So the link will be down below in the description as well. Now, part 2 is all about the admin. How you run the EDM category, how do you run the segmentation, how do you control who is subscribed to what. So starting point, let's start with the communication preferences. So this is your command control. This is your source of truth. If you had watched my part 1, you'll remember that I've subscribed a test user under test 99. And it was only subscribed to one of the category, which is 7 with the rocket ship. So if we were to scroll down to this, you will see that here it is. That's my test user or test subscriber. And as you can see, if you scroll to the right, that this subscriber is subscribed to the 7th category, and that's it. It doesn't, it is what they choose as a subscriber, and they're not subscribed to anything else. So some of the use cases, if they do call you up and say, can you please change my subscription? I don't have a computer. I cannot do it myself, even though you tell them, please go to and do it from the email preference link. You can always help them through the admin portal. And the way you do so is by clicking this little edit button. It will then pop up their email address and what you can do to their subscription, and then you can change it from here. So in this instance, I'm going to unsubscribe them from 7th, and I will put them into the 6th category. Press on save. And so now, if we are to go back into the email preferences, and this is my test subscriber once again, by refreshing it, you can see that they are currently now off the 7th and in with the 6th. Easy as that. It is also a shortcut from here. So if you do want to see their profile, let me go back to my 99. Click on this little eye icon and it will take them to their subscriber profile, where you get a bit of an overview of what they're subscribed to. Obviously, red is subscribe and green is subscribe. Clicking this button right here will take you back, or will take you do a quick jump to the communication preferences under their profile. So it's a good way, it's a quick way if you want to jump around, appreciating that the way people use it are quite different. You may already be in the subscriber data set. You're just clicking around your subscriber data set. And at some point you want to go, oh, actually, I do want to change this person. Then use this button to quickly jump and update their preferences. In this case, it's my test 88. So that's pretty much all about the subscribers. But yeah, typical use case, a person might have called you, let's say Travis. There you go. That's one of us, one of our team member actually. Travis called you and say, hey, can you please subscribe me to some other segment or category? You can do so from this panel right here. Cool. So that's pretty much everything about your subscriber. Now let's go back to the interesting part, your member. So now if you are going to your member detail, and I'm just going to go and grab one of my testing again. Let's hit for this one. There's 2 parts of the section where you can go and edit the segmentation preferences. So obviously you've got here at the top level or the account level, and then pretty much work the same way. You can click and go and edit them at the account level, but you could then also go down to the user level, where clicking edit and these little 3 dots, you can then edit their preferences of what they're subscribed to, as a user. So again, there's two distinct differences. There's one here up the top for the account holder, and scrolling down below, if you have multiple user, you can then edit and check each of those at a member user level. Clicking it will take you exactly to the same page of the communication preferences, and you can then go and edit the preferences as you wish. Cool. So that's pretty much how you control it. Typical use case would be someone had accidentally unsubscribed from you guys, and they go, hey, I really would like to get back into the newsletter train. This is a good way for you to manage all of those from your end. Moving on from there, probably one thing to note, if they are globally unsubscribed, that means they cannot be sent any EDM at all. So they will be unsubscribed fully and truly from each one of this category. So if I've got, say someone who is subscribed to 3 different categories, and then they decided to go a full global unsubscribe, we will then have to switch them off out of every one of those. Bearing in mind, this doesn't stop system-generated communication. So we're talking about renewal notice. We're talking about scheduled communication in relation to your renewal. It is all purely just from an EDM comms and marketing perspective. Cool. So that's all about member and subscriber. Now, if we then go into the email campaign, this is the layout that you will see. So on the left, here are all of your category, and on your right, this is your EDM experience. So obviously for each of the category, you can go through and then create a campaign or an EDM underneath that, like such this one or this one. And what you can do from here is to create a new category or archive a category or edit one that's already in place. So a good use case would be something like you would like to create a new EDM sequence for EDM or an EDM, and it's all to do with promotion. What you can do now is to create a new category. You can then call it promotion, or rather member promotion. This is all about member benefits. Now you notice that's a bit of a toggle here, but private category. So really the difference here, if you set one as a private, if you look at the video part 1, when someone go through and manage their preferences, if it's a private category, that means they won't be able to see and tick that themselves. Only you can then go and edit who belongs to that category, who can be enlisted in that category. But otherwise, if you keep it off, that means it's a private category. It's not private category. That means anyone who jump into your subscriber list can go and update it themselves. They will have access to this category. Cool. So once you do that, it will go and save. And now you've got your member promotion category. And once you do so, you can then create a new campaign. The setup of the campaign pretty straightforward. So I'm just going to pause this video a little bit and actually create one at the ready. If you do need help, you can always check the EDM video on how do you create an EDM. I'll post that link down below in the description as well. And so that's done. That's all of my EDM all set up now. So I'm going to run you through some of the recap here of what I did. You can scroll back a couple of seconds if you want to see the previous and the screen currently. So a bit of a before and after screen. So up the top here is your campaign details. You can set your subject and your sender ID or select where you're sending it from through this layout. And following that, you've got your second accordion, which is the EDM content. It'll prompt you to just click this Build EDM button. If you need a bit of an assistance on how to build the EDM using our EDM Builder tool, please go and check out our video series. But otherwise, as easy as clicking this button will take you to the EDM Builder, where you can actually build the content of your EDM. And following that, you then go and at your recipient. And this is where it becomes quite interesting. So if I were to look at my list building here, you can select your recipient. Who do you want to send this to? Obviously, we got the account holder, the member, and the subscriber. I'm going to use subscriber as an example here. So once you've loaded them all up, you click this button to add it into the subscriber, to the recipient list. And what you'll note is that we've put in a bit of a count on how many will be skipped because they have decided to opt out from this category, being member promotion category. So this 5 would most likely be those that do a global opt-out. So what happened is we've got 13 recipients, but really in reality, only 8 of them will receive the email because 5 of them have decided that they do not want to be a part of this mailing list. And once you do all of that, then it is pretty much at the ready to send. You can choose when to send it, whether you want to send it now or do a bit of a scheduled send. You set your time zone and your time. But otherwise, really, that's pretty much how you build the campaign inside a category. Now, if I were to just go back into the main screen again, some other features that we have within here is the ability to archive an old category. So if there's one that you do not want to see anymore, and for instance, I'm just going to go and use maybe this as a sample. Hey, I can click on archive category. It will then ask whether you want to archive the campaign as well. Feel free to do so. That means we'll just put this testing email into an archive. Or do you want to allocate that or move it, reassign it to a different category? So I will move this into my member promotion, the one that we just created. Cool. And so by doing so, we'll remove that hey as a category, and then we move that testing campaign into the member promotion. So that's one way to get rid of the one category that you don't want to see anymore. Obviously, you can also then move campaign from one category to the other. So if I were just to click back on that testing, click on move to category, I can then move it to my 7th category. Like so. So if I go back to my 7th, I will see that testing that I've just moved as well. So that's how you move from one category to the other in regards to your campaign. If you have accidentally archived a category by mistakes, you can always use the toggle to restore one of this. Straightforward. And if you are inside a campaign like so, and you decided that you do want to restore some of the archive campaign, toggle the archive button and you can restore all of those ones that have been archived as well. Cool. That's me, Sandy, on the EDM segmentation. So hopefully this has been a pretty good and useful for you guys. If you have any question, let us know. Otherwise, enjoy EDM segmentation. Thank you. Bye-bye.